Hey there, Emmanuel Tobiloba here. So in this particular video, I want to share with you the power of owning your story. The power of owning your story. On the eve of the new year, I listened to a particular radio program, and the cleric, a Muslim cleric, said something profound, and I held on to. He said it in Yoruba. He said, "Ẹni tó bá máa tàn, yóò ní tàn. Ẹni tó bá máa tàn, yóò ní tàn." It means whoever wants to be successful in life, whoever wants to be great in life, must have a story or will have a story. Whoever must be great in life, whoever must be successful in life, must have or will have a story. That's the meaning of what he said. Now, I'm reflecting on his words, and I come to the conclusion, or I came to the conclusion that this is actually true. Look for successful people around you. You will always find a connecting dot of where they are and their story. A connecting dot of where they are right now and their story. So it means every person have a story to tell, or every person would always have a story to tell. So what does this mean? The likes of Les Brown, who have mastered effectively the act of public speaking, knows the importance of stories. That's why they share stories in almost every of their podcasts or their live segments. So what's your own story? What's my own story? At a point, I stopped sharing my story because I feel it makes me look vulnerable. But then, one of the key elements of storytelling is you should know that it brings about vulnerability. You must be vulnerable to share your story. To some extent, you must be vulnerable to share your story. I could recall a particular story I shared in one of my trainings, where the story of how I had to let go and forgive my dad. Growing up, my dad never performed his responsibility. I saw what he did to my mom even before her death, and those things culminated in me, and I developed a deep hatred for my dad. Then there was a day I was reading Joyce Meyer's book. I was listening to her. Then she said something that her father raped her while she was growing up. I was like, damn. Her father raped her while she was growing up. And after the whole thing, she came to the conclusion that she had to forgive her dad the moment she accepted Jesus Christ as her Lord and personal Savior. It was hard for a father that raped his own daughter. After listening to Joyce Meyer, I wept. Then I said, my dad really abandoned me, even though those responsibilities had a toll on my mother before I left. So I had to forgive my dad. It was hard to let go, but then I had to forgive my dad. I cried that day. I went to his home. He was already sick. I went to his room. I told him everything he did wrong. I asked him to forgive me for everything I might have done to him. He wept too. He forgave me. And that was how the cordial relationship started. This was exactly the story I shared in the training. And there was a particular lady who had a similar story. She wept. And after the training, she came to me and she said, your story just spoke to me. I am going to, after this training, I am going back home. I'm going to reach out to my dad. I'm ready to forgive my dad for everything he has done for me, to us, and to my mom. But the thing is that I am going back to reach out to my dad, to beg to ask for forgiveness. I left there everything I have for us, and I am from the depth of my heart. That is how powerful stories are. That is how powerful stories can be. That's how powerful stories can be inspiring. That's how powerful stories can be motivating. That's how powerful stories can be motivating. Now, yes, everybody have their own story. Yeah, I know you have your stories. Your stories are so deep that you feel people might stigmatize you when you share your story. But trust me, your story is your language to your world. Your story is your language to your world. You must hear those stories to inspire those around you. For example, probably someone that never had access to education growing up. But thankfully, one uncle came from the city and took him to to the city. Let's say he started schooling at the age of 10. But to cut all the long story short, he was able to graduate even up to PhD level. That kind of person can tell a story how or why it is important that one go to school, or the importance of education, because he has a connecting story. That kind of person might even start a foundation that helps to put people or children in rural community into schools. Could it be that someone was raped at a very tender age? Then that person becomes an advocate, a staunch advocate to stand against rape of females. That is that person's story. Could it be that you have a very poor background and you were able to turn everything around? That is your own connecting story. Now, my question to you is, what is your story? What is that story about you that is so inspiring that your word is waiting to hear, to get to that people are waiting to hear, to have their own liberation, to have their own headway or extart in life? Stop keeping that story to yourself. You feel your story is not inspiring enough, your story is not solid enough. Listen to me. Your story is inspiring. Learn to share your story. Oftentimes, I ask people, they tell me, I don't think I have anything. Yes, you have something. The power of your story is enough. There are people who go around the world, the only thing they do is sharing their stories to inspire people. Pastor Nick, I have no name, but as I speak to you, Pastor Nick is one of the highest paid motivational speakers in the world by just sharing his story. What is your own story? What is your story? What is that connecting story that can inspire your world? Is it that once upon a time you were a dullard, but you found a breakthrough? And finding that breakthrough simply means that you found a breakthrough, and finding that breakthrough simply means that you had every method that people can use to do and understand that. That's your story. Share your story to inspire your world. I hope this has actually triggered you to always document your story. Share your story with your world, and your story might just be